everyone, my name is Millie and welcome to a Let's Build episode 1. I had a few requests after I posted an image of this build that's behind me to show how to build this thing. Now I had found an image online that had a similar house to this, and it is, well, it's pretty enormous, so let me take you for a little tour. This is Baba Yaga's hut. So let me show you here, and you can hear the witch cackling, or you can at least see the fact that she is in here probably somewhere. Now this is the chicken-footed cabin of Russian folklore. And this is big. This is way bigger than an actual, what I'd consider a hut. So here's a quick look at the sides. It is a 3-level, and I will take you through the interior. It is a 3-level house. I'm going to show you how to build a hut, an actual look right size like a hut, as opposed to a house with chicken feet. Now, you'll notice the first thing when you start building, and I'm going to let it kind of sit there for a second so you can kind of see all the blocks that you need. This is a 19 by 19 square house that sits upon this. And as you can tell, we've got quite a few different slabs, the stripped oak logs, stairs. So there's 4 here, another couple here, and then it's actually placed on slabs sitting at the top of the block. And then there's some fences, and then I added some glowberries and some other things around it. So you can pause the video here to kind of get an idea if you want a larger hut. And we'll be building a smaller one, as I said. This one has a stair, like an opening level, with a staircase that leads up. So we have her little kitchen area inside here. Has some storage up and behind, so if you want to make this your house, you can. For your base, a couple more storage in and around here. Baba Yaga herself. Hello, I'm just giving a tour of your house. I hope you don't mind. There is a little balcony where you could fly in and out with your elytra, as well as on the first floor, obviously. Black candles, brewing stand. This is a full enchanting setup. I'm sorry, it will be out of here shortly, I promise. Okay. And then a bedroom up above. So this has, the roof area here, a lookout, some more lighting, more storage. So it doesn't have a ton, but, this is more of a fun build as opposed to a build that you would need for a whole bunch of stuff. But you have your smoker, you have your smithing table. So you have just about everything you need in this build. But as I said, this is the biggest version that I have made for a Baba Yaga's hut. And it is accessible, and then there's a smoked stack for a chimney. It is accessible from the ground if you are in survival. I have made a very well-concealed lead up via a very awesome little azalea tree. So you just kind of jump your way up over to here, and you sneak your way around the fence, and you're up. So very easy, and you don't have to be in creative mode. That is what we have. Now we're going to switch over to the creative world. Now, on our creative world, we have what I consider more of an actual hut. So I am going to show you how to build this one, mostly how to put these feet in. And as you can see, these feet are way simpler than the other ones. Obviously, they aren't nearly as complicated, but they still look like chicken feet, I'd say. And we'll do a really quick rundown of what you can do to build this hut. Let me do just a quick look around here for you. So very quickly, from this is the back of the house, this is the front of the house. So the front of the house has a nice little balcony, same as the other one did. I have just a few little decorative touches here and there. The roof is basically built the same. Now I did make a much bigger kind of fireplace here, and you'll see why I did that when we get inside. but the roof line's about the same. It's just only a one-story house. I did make another balcony here on the back since we didn't have a second balcony on the front. And again, just little windows, and oh, apparently I didn't even finish it all off with all of our windows here, so let's add a couple of those just really quick. If I can pick the right thing. There we go, glass panes. We'll just put a couple windows in real quick. Put a couple shutters in there we go. We'll just kind of finish it out that way. Now, this tutorial that I'm going to start with you all here in a minute, we're basically going to build the platform that this house resides on. And then, honestly, you can build whatever size house you want or whatever type house you want on the platform of the chicken legs. But inside here, very simple interior, just, you know, a plain thing. And I could put like a balcony area up above. There's a big fireplace where she likes to cook her children. Or whatever story details you want to do. And then we have a put out fire, campfires along the back side here in order to make our little back balcony. Alright, so I'm going to give you just one little quick sneak peek of the base platform, and then we'll start doing our actual build. Alright everyone, let's start building. Here are the materials you're going to need for the base platform for Baba Yaga's hut. We're going to start out with stripped oak wood. If you're wanting to use just stripped oak, that's fine. I like it where it's 4 sides all the way around. Oak stairs, oak slab, oak fence. Now, if you want a lighter chicken leg, you could also use birch for this build, or you could use whatever color. If you want orange, more like duck feet, you could use acacia on all this, but these 4 items are what you're going to need mostly. On the platform itself, you'll need spruce trapdoors, spruce stairs, spruce slabs, spruce logs, and spruce planks. All right, let's begin our build. So we need to lay out the feet first. So you're going to take and you're going to build, start with one leg here, and we're going to have a fence, and then we're going to have an oak slab, and then we're going to have a, oops, sorry, stairs. Stairs, stairs, and stripped oak. And depending on if you want your build to have an even number across, where it has a double peak where like 2 stairs can fit at the top, or if you want a single slab, this is where you add that extra slab in. So I'm going to make an uneven amount. So this base over here is actually a platform of, I believe it's 9 or so, as opposed to a 10. So if you want to build it larger, you want to have it wider, put 2 slabs here instead of 1, but we're going to do it as an uneven number. And then we're just going to put a couple stairs and slabs here, and that is our base feet. And obviously they don't look like much like feet yet, so bear with me. And then another stair and another slab, another stair and another slab. Same thing over here on the back. But instead of having a slab, we'll just put a single stair. And then we're going to build 2 up and 2 up. You'll see what I'm doing here in a minute. And a stair. And a stair. Seriously, I'm getting rain in a creative mode. Hold on. Alright, and a stair and a stair. And then we just have a couple extra pieces here. And there is our base legs. Now this can be taller or shorter. It's up to you. But what I found works really well on these is we'll add some fences around it. Now look kind of like the furry bottom of the feathery bottoms of the chicken feet, chicken legs around there. And then that is our base platform. So super easy. Obviously, if you took a screenshot really quick of the feet from the larger build, you might want to make them a little more hefty and weighty versus our smaller builds here. But then once we get that done, we are going to actually do our platform. Now, as I mentioned, I believe I built it 9 across, but what you want to do is you want to make sure that this platform up above goes at least as long as the feet, if not 1 or 2 further out, all the way around. So let me finish that, and I'm going to clear this rain, and I will be right back. All right, so now we have ourselves a 9x9 platform. I believe if I counted it right. Yes, so a 9x9 platform. It is the third block back, and you'll see why we're doing this right now. So there's going to be 3 blocks back, so 1, 2, and the third one, and then there'll be 6 more blocks behind it because we're going to add a front porch, and the front porch you're going to start with slabs. So I like to do it where it comes in a little bit and rounds it, but again, it's up to you. We're just going to build the size of the platform that I like. And then I'm just going to throw in a couple of little spruce logs here. And then I'm going to build a couple out like this on each side to kind of give it a little bit of kind of texture to it, just all the way around like this. So that gives it kind of a nice looking little base. Now we can switch some of, we can switch some of these out with trapdoors if you like, to give it a little bit of like added texture, and we can add some trapdoors around this side just to kind of give it a larger platform. I wouldn't recommend building on these. These are more for like fences or for like just kind of a balcony around the house so that there's a walkway around it if you need to. Now, what I think I might do is actually change these out to slabs, so we'll give it a little more texture here all together. Just make sure that they're all aligned at the top of the block. And then we're just going to put some fences around here just to kind of keep people from falling off. So like this around the sides there. And that is your, like a little fence there. And then we will build the house itself. Now the house itself, I would set back a couple. And I have just some straight, like just going up from the block that is back there. And I don't think I needed this one. I think I stopped it. Yeah, I stopped it there. And then we'll come up from this center point, and I'm just building 4 up on each of these. Now again, if you build the bigger platform, build a bigger house. This is just a very base square house, so nothing fancy at all here. Top one, just go 3, and if you want to do something different than what I have decorative wise, you can decorate it however you like. So then I've got an upside down stair here, and then I have on that build, I think I made it a little wider, come to think of it, but we will keep it just like this, and then we're just going to go some of these just to kind of give it a house, and I think I realized I did not do this right. So we are just going to come in like this for some windows, and I think that one is a little wider yet, so if you wanted to bring these beams out all the way, you can. And then from there, it's all about just building in the house. So I have dark oak on. We won't need these anymore. I have dark oak on the rest of the house, and if you want to do that, you can. If you want to give yourself a back door entrance there, like I did, you can just leave yourself an opening there. And heck, you can even do like we did up front, same thing. We'll do it like that, and if we want to do that same kind of back porch, you can grab some campfires, and we'll take a shovel real quick so we can put it back out when we need to. Now, campfires are weird. They always sit at the bottom of the block, so it's up to you whether you want to have a step-up kind of campfire or not, because as you notice, I can't walk this way if I do it there, so just watch how you use campfires. Campfires are a little on the weird side, so if we do it at the bottom here, we put them out with our right clicking with our shovel. Then you can step up into the build, and we might change these out for some slabs, which I think I just put those away. Let me just grab one here. So spruce slabs. And you can either put them in the top or the bottom. I kind of like how they look down here like this. And then you could put a couple like fences along this way, and then we can add our doors. On the inside. And then you can just add your windows and your walls and all that sort of thing. All right, so if we have this side, maybe we will put maybe a little window here. Well, actually, let's do it like this. This might be kind of neat. We can put a couple little windows in there. Yeah, we'll put a couple little windows in there. We will build a little fireplace around here. And then we'll just kind of, what my thought is that it's going to be a kind of wonky fireplace. So we'll kind of bring it out. We'll bring it out like this. Nah. Eee. Can't get around today. We'll put like a couple stairs there, and then we'll just bring it up like this, and we'll just have kind of a wonky looking fireplace here, and then a chimney, and then we'll put our trap doors in. And I like realistic looking ones, even if it is wonky like that and it's not that realistic. I like how when it has a fireplace that kind of builds to it. And then you can seal it up like that if you want. And then we can put in some windows. Don't think I need those anymore. So I'll just throw in a couple windows here. All right, so that is our base house. And as you can see, it looks a lot fancier up there. So we're going to come back in and we're going to run another line of blocks. And what I like to do is a single, and then a double. And then another double. And then a single. And this is a little narrower of a house than that one, so you're not going to get quite the same look to it. But we will show you what that's going to look like, and then you can kind of come on this side and do the same thing over here. So we have a single row, and then a double row, single row, and a single row. And if you want to do that particular kind of build to it, we're going to start with, and I'm going to get rid of these real quick for blocks. We're going to come down here and grab my deep slate tile stairs. And then we're going to grab our deep slate tiles themselves. And we will need slabs here in a second too. Let me see if I can find the deep slate tile slabs down here. There we are. So first row. We're going to come along this edge of the house and we'll build it right down below where that fireplace is. And you're going to come out an extra stair on either side. And then you're going to build another level here. And it's up to you whether you want to have double or not. I think today we're not going to. We're going to do a single, just a frame, an outline here. Now, if you want to make it easy on yourself, what you can do is build that first row, go upside down, regular stair, upside down, deep slate tile, stair, upside down, tile, stair, and I'm hopping each time so I can place it, and then upside down, and then normal. And then the last one you're going to actually put just a slab, a half slab. So then we'll just do it on the other side. And then just to finish her off, if you want to cap it, you can just kind of cap with the slabs all the way across. that is your roof line. So this one's a little bit narrower than that one, but I think it looks just as nice. It's a little stumpier, obviously, but we can add some extra stuff into it. So we can kind of come up here and we can add a window. And we can add some other details to it. If you want to do a roof similar to what I have over there, you'll want to grab your moss block. And you will want to grab some bone meal. And then we're just going to come across with the moss blocks all the way across. So your first one's going to be on that level, and then you're going to have a 2 and a 2 and then a 1. So you just fill it all the way in. And this is one of the neat kind of grassy kind of roofs that a lot of people have been using. Obviously you can use whatever you want. If you want to use copper blocks, wood blocks, stone blocks, more tiles, you can do the same thing. If you want to do it with the stairs and the large blocks, you're just going to want to copy the pattern that you did here, but all the way across. And then we will do the moss blocks here. But I think for Baba Yaga's hut, it looks really good just having a very green, overgrown looking roof. And I will show you what I mean in just a second. There we go. There we are. So it doesn't look very overgrown yet. But we've got our green blocks, and then we can come back through and bone meal it, and you're going to get some bushes. You're going to get lots of grass, maybe some azalea bushes. You can grow up some of these a little taller. And there's that, and then we just kind of come through it again. Now, be careful if you're going to use this trick on regular stone. It's gonna change these. So if you were to use regular uncut stone on these blocks, you're gonna have a hard time because it's gonna convert everything to moss. So be very careful when you do that. And then say we want to add a few more things here and there. We maybe a couple more of those bushes to make it look a little more, give it a little more color. You can come in here in the decorative block, say you really like the look of the azalea, for example. We can give it a little bit of, whoops, don't want that. You can give it a little bit more kind of bushy feel to it. You could give it, just use some of the other azalea or other flowering vines or anything along those lines. You could also add in some different other kinds of glowy things if you like to want to light it up. Now to finish it off to what I have out there, you can always put, let's put a couple little bushes here. We want, let's say we're going to put some lanterns out here so we can light it up so we aren't having mobs spawn on top of our build here. You can come up underneath and give some lights on the corners because this is a dark platform underneath. So if you aren't lighting it up down below, you can see there's a dark pool of light. Thankfully, with new 1.118 rules, it's not going to probably spawn evil baddies down there, but you can always be careful with it. We can throw some lights inside there. And again, you can change the colors of some of these things as you want to. We'll finish out up here with a little planter box, and let's do some signs. We'll do some oak. Why not? So we'll just do that across the front there. Like that. So then we have a little planter box like that one is. And then this one I didn't give us nearly as much room up above for extra decoration. So we'll add a little slab there. Maybe we'll add a little trapdoor shutter. And we'll do that to this side, these sides over here too. Or you can make like oak trapdoor shutters, any of that stuff. So we'll have it like that, or it's set up. Well, we only need one on that side. And we're going to give it a little extra light on this side. So we'll give it an oak trapdoor here to kind of give it a little bit of depth in there. And then let's give it some fence gates. So we'll just kind of give it a little decoration there. I love these new azalea bushes, so we'll decorate that a little bit. And we probably should put some kind of lighting on the back porch here too. And then again, you could do all sorts of different things. So if you wanted to put fence gates around, well, here, let's do it up above. So we'll do some fence gates up above. We'll finish them off with some oak fences there. And we won't want to do it on that side. I mean, you could do it either way. Like if you wanted to even it out, we could put them down here in the bottom. Like we have like a little walkway around there. And we can do the same thing on this side underneath the windows. There we go. And just a couple lights up here. And on the other side. And if you wanted to kind of even it out, well, we can change one of those out so we can put that in there. So yeah, there you have it. Like it's a little smaller than that one over there. I like this look a little better. You can actually see the fireplace on the inside there. Again, he's kind of big. You can do all sorts of stuff down below. You can kind of bone meal. You can make it look like maybe you want to try some, let's do some coarse dirt and some of the new rooted dirt. Let's say you wanted to make it look like he was leaving big chicken feet here. Like he's making footsteps here. And maybe he's like leaving a little bit of a trail behind him as he's walking. So we can do this, some rooted dirt, and like this. And then bone meal around it a little bit. So he's got his little footy prints as he's walking. So there we go. And then again, like anything you want to do inside would be up to you. Like if I were building this build here, I would probably thinking about like all the different kinds of witchy type things that you might find. You would probably find like an enchanting setup in here. You might find a cauldron brewing stand. Let's say we want our enchanting setup back in here. So we have kind of an enchanting setup. Say we want to do some brewing. We'll have a little desk area here with a brewing stand, and then we can add, let's see, all the goodies here. We'll give us a nice little bed tucked over in this corner. Maybe some books to read by, a little lantern. We'll add maybe a little lantern up in here. And let's see, what else do we need? Chests and stuff, such like that. So let's put, so we'll have a chest up there. Maybe we'll have a larger chest up this way. Let's give us, she's going to have a dragon head in here. You know, all the different things that you could think of as you decorate. And if first, you know, if you're doing this in survival as opposed to in creative like this, maybe you'll have different things altogether that you want to use here. What other things do we need? We probably need maybe a good crafting table if we're making this our base. And you might want a furnace to go next to it, so we have a little bit of that space. We make a little, well, no, we don't want a shelf there necessarily, but we could always put like a little shelf here maybe. Take that light out for just a second. We'll put some more books up here, and then we'll put a lantern up there. There we go. And then we can put some other things in here as needed. So, and you can even finish off the roof if you don't want to see the green, or give yourself a little balcony, any of that stuff. Put carpet on the floor. And then if you want to do similar to what I did on my other build, where we don't have like a very obvious ladder to get up and down to it, you might want to grow a tree. Now, I love these azalea trees because they have very unusual shapes to begin with. So what you can do is you can take kind of close. So let's do it on the other side, on the back. Let's do it on the back. So we'll put it over here out of the way of the chicken feet here, and we'll grow us an azalea tree. So, all right, this is very close. So all we need to do is add a little bit more, something a little more to get up in there. So we can just do like this, and then maybe you can throw some vines or maybe some glowberries up in there somewhere. Let's see, what do we have for vines? Or you know, you could actually do like twisting vines or something along those lines in order to get up into the build too. So this one actually is very simple. We could just stair step your way down and make it kind of look like you meant it to be there. So we'll step it down, make the azalea look a little thicker, and then all of a sudden you can just jump and kind of make it into your own little parkour to get into the house like that. So there you have it, everybody. This is Baba Yaga's hut. I hope you all enjoy this little tutorial of Baba Yaga's hut. Have a great day, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want some more building, and let me know in the comments if you like these kinds of tutorials and you would like to learn more. See you later. Bye.